general so you want to buy to me. And Namoma, almost to make call detention, my cost sales. Well, almost where one is there, and double to what in there. One young bill. You know, I said, and Remono, your confirmation, yes, you will not soon come my area and the quite do the bow, so Bonina Tata. You told me I said, I don't even know a charge him, a charge you to me. So the owner, the quiet woman, and the charge at the bond, the same thing the ball, man. Maybe I said to check because you. Marfo, this is what you what about you, your friend say, time FM. Yes, time FM for a human, I would be near the work. Nah, Tabby, yes, time FM is no way. But the way one can't be winning my watch your daughter, but Marfo, then I
oh, make a
that is someone who was snow,
make
it's also good when I do a bush young. And you come out and say, I don't think I'm an option. Say, look, oh dear, when you go in your bonnet, what do you understand? Because so can't portray your course a journey. So one can't have it overcome. So the charge of the other is Minia, or be a winning brother, you don't know. Say, a boy, the minimum sentence is your Ghana, 15 years. That's it. And what I'm again, you say. That was what Catania to protect my boss, AYÄHU Wontumi. Name man keep going to prison for 15 years. And after my kind of quick, now I am found. If you get your money, say, I accept it, then I'll be a witness. And yeah, make us say, details in the minimum, then can't summon because of court. The matter I might be cited for contempt, but the American check was for me and say, oh, beer will never like me saying you'll be a very low. And I mean, you'll be a revolver, but the true women power top loot. And no beer, and you're not going to say, tell me, my colleague, my own to Yama, and after my father on the back. No. And I can say, it can be bunch of more, some non customer. Maybe I'll have them to my check because some tickets of a long ago. That meant now, no make us a mill of America. They are the right challenge to say. Social media is here, and I have a queen about there is nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Then when I make up the details, no, I can't share it for now.
Okay.
The message said, a buyer money, so we are buyer money, a CCBR. The truth of the matter is that Chairman Wontumi is not just being persecuted for Galamsey. I can assure you.
Okay.
That many amounts for Galamsey, I actually want to be you know. As well, the election, I want to go to a political target. I want to make it a political target, and that is the fact. It's in your course, no. And no man for one to tell your court at some ticket. Among your some cow. I make us a mean come to be. The MS say, didn't I am vampire and touch them own to make it. Your court at some court at the end of the day, no, young couple or can't get Yakuma about a team. The next year, I see you not in the whole song. The next year, I see you know, man. Until I know my young catch them own. It's we and people near in the young kind of Bible. But necessarily, I have my life to live.
That's true. Wait a minute, come down, but I buy you're a Wontumi one flow. How or fast something say what fun saying?
Oh, many attention that agreement and no other yet. Then
okay.
But upon the buy, the Bia Menan and a number. The Bia Menan, 2 9 some thing I actually charge you. Then various meetings saying Menana and she. The not is we are far apart. No, definitely. Minister decision making and nature my own to me natural. So me no need no prayer. Na you see I think you or me so na me got to make use of natural egg. But I make cannot. I found that to see you wouldn't part because at my age, because then minimum 15 years, my brother would not say, the life is happy. Never never do saying that, but I don't know nothing. Just because I'm a pretty far, my prayer moves.
Enti abusiafo Wontumi ena ne ho aba asem na wache ase. The former managing director anase ne former boss aye nipa one ne ye adwuma ewa Akonta mining. Ochiremu a ono de aduane ede and ohwese de ne ma eye nketoa ni afei ena abrantie wasisu a all building abusuya. Ebeya ya so bekwa ku fi si about 15 years jail term. 15 years jail terms in jail than say ono ankasa ebe pamu aka nokware. Ono ankasa be pamu aden aka nokware bia wo na bibia etimi aden akoso wano nti nsem no ene yakotie na yebekọ ne yakotie Lawyer Appiah Kubi awoye lawyer edigina ma wontumi ono nso de nsem kakra atodwa after court I mean decision no on December 4th or something like that. Na oni obi asempa ekosi sen na twetwe sankomo ne yentie bi yakoba yebeto so
to a friend 0302-668357. Ma menkwa man ene chairman wontumi ekopie mu ewo court ene ne lawyer lawyer Appiah Kubi me ene no eni nkomo counsel akwaba na me pato opom te say yedanyame ase na me pato ene no what happened. And even before that enran yeti statement from the AG said one of the accused persons no AG had dropped charges against him na or you willing to testify for the prosecution against Chairman Wontumi about to notice
basis of withdrawal of charges against the fourth accused person, the person of Edward Kwoku.
Yes.
By notice.
That and no complicated issues, Nemamo Kakra.
Well, surprising because I told you that no and prefer charges against him. Under the law, he has the right to change his mind in respect of charges are preferred against any accused person. Now he has a right also to change his mind in respect of the role he wants him to play as a prosecution witness. That is what he has done. Now, surprisingly, because in our jurisdiction, Attorney General is also the Minister for Justice.
Yes.
You're going to say the same person who prefer charges against you. Now, after the prosecution witness, I suspect that there has been some motivation. Now, it's in mind. Now, what is the level of motivation? How does it affect the conduct of the case and the dividend of justice in the case? If you have a motivation, and then require or become a support Attorney General case. As the peer, the best justice, the best suffer in this jurisdiction. Now, a very dangerous precedent. So, a conformer or mobile conspiration by a body room. Said the omnium said, near where sharp talker of the court upon PB with government to turn himself into prosecution with Islam, the manager immunity for the crime.
Yes.
Dangerous precedent now. But
and also down to prosecution strategy. As long as omo engaging in ambush litigation, now omama who ahead of time. Meaning some case management conference na we are, but omama who ahead of time as part of what discoveries any BBR the issue of fair trial doesn't arise. At least omo follow practice direction as CJ at the relative to CMCs.
Okay, so far the case management.
Oh, okay.
But okay, sir, in case management, yeah, it depends. Now, the key makers are say, if they are not motivation, one, Attorney General the man, a man I say is bound to do everything possible for for Attorney General to prosecute the case. And that is here now no evidence any credible. I feel so say yeah where the accused person say on the prosecution witness, no? The tendency said they undermine the course of justice, no? And also and don't forget that Attorney General is the manager of justice in the jurisdiction, and notwithstanding said if there case management may processes no a better transparent, evidence no could be compromised in favor of the Attorney General. If you clear evidence, Attorney General a bit may influence the kind of evidence that the witness will give. It may affect the credibility of the witness himself because of the motivation he's getting from the Attorney General's part.
Yeah, but that would be for, because at least if he comes across to the court, say on your credible, the probative value on the witness, no, and as in the testimony, no, will be affected. It plays into the hand of more defense lawyers, and
well, something that will adhere to our benefit.
yes,
and it is one of the roles that we hold. That why do you even attempt to dilute the process with somebody like that? The woman said, better to acquit 199 accused persons than to convict one single
innocent
person. Yes, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I think the job is not to seek conviction by all means.
Yeah.
The job of the Attorney General is to provide the facilities, the evidence for the court of law to come to a judicial determination of the matter before it. Not necessarily say by all means seek conviction. And it is evidence because favorable to the accused person. Attorney General and Minister of Justice, it is within his mandate to provide such evidence in support of the accused person's case. And seeking conviction by all means, even by unfair means.
Enti mepacho, for now, would you say, since this whole issue began, of course, trial and shares here, but from time investigations, course so to AG, profile charges up until this stage, you know, would you say, Mwenya, because a trial, but would you say Mwenya at least fair trial processes no AG go by BBR up until this stage?
Well, up until this stage, you know, quite a order for them to file their documents.
Yes.
Discoveries up to now, no.
Okay.
And then now it's a case management conference, and also because they couldn't so do.
Okay.
And now in the court one, Attorney General approaching his own accused person, prosecution witness, and then your client is a dangerous precedent. Otherwise, the court itself, we are very happy with the process as rolled out so far.
Very well. In the end, no, Sisi Accord national date for CMC, right?
Court now actually date for CMC in respect of criminal court 4.
Okay.
Where 12th of November, and hopefully the next CMC.
Okay. Okay. Mate. Enti would see. So still no bail conditions for clients ontimi ntu kwan ne saa nneɛma is still active, right?
Once they have withdrawn the charges against the fourth accused person in court one.
Yes.
What it means is that we need to also discharge the bail conditions because he's no more an accused person.
Sure.
But me and maybe the counsel, I have been his lawyer from beginning till now. And I'm sure, sir, when you say a fair for me to serve him with an invoice.
Yes.
For him to pay me for my service.
Of course.
And I will do that tomorrow.
Of course. I know there. You were also counsel for fourth accused person, no?
Yes, it's correct. And already said, it doesn't affect my professional fees.
Oh, that be, I know they also would you. And they also would you. I know what kind of junior at the bar. Aye. But counsel, yeah, that's in the BBN. You better have been comobio. Why? Good. Ecosi essentially high asempa 94.7 FM. Bomodena also for a drink brown issues are yati 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Where's the Obi? Ask the AYÄHU youth organizer, is he in support of the mob attack? Is there a route from Kenya to which passes through Broni Krom to Achirinsua? Why didn't the MP call the regional or district police commander, but rather decided to talk to the Naimos men directly? Okay, that's Nana Yao Sapong and Ediwe Aba on aid to Honorable Alan Kwejo Chrematin. Nana Yao Sapong questions on the Aba and no. Now I think to the last question, no, he speaking the Naimos team directly, no, was on the instance of Collins Dowda, because according to him, Collins Dowda catch and said on Kohona or non Naimos for no Enkasa, and that's why when he got there, he called for the Naimos leader to speak to Collins Dowda. You know, the issue that still remains a mystery. I was saying I unravel and they said all Koho any Naimos for Nako Kasano. Na nipa saying the dinechi e hona report no the police for airka the Erastus aka any the MPs mienu ne ka no different MPs mienu ne say oh chairman and the driver pe and na dinechi Erastus monso ne your friend is saying Ghana police service so ka say all kono the heavily built men and na ekoye. That is the mystery we all have to unravel, you know, as far as this issue is concerned. Would see, but let's hear your thoughts. A higher asempa 94.7 FM. Moma yentie we sima be mienu emra. Yeba sampine et na se.
Ewe enti asem ne die. Ya sensebe asem we die edika ya sensebe what you see. Asem no eya sensebe papa na ase daiso ase daiso obi hu se enkakra na untumi ne ho asiane no na kyese asem no wadi bim enkakra na untumi wadi fo two things, that is a head and a tail. Two things, ukokota ubedi bim anabedi fo. Enti eno de enye denya baako ebeti ato. Na mienu de menim se na mienu de ebia ba ebe shock Ghana for. That is the fact. So wuntumi di bima ebe shock Ghana. Obia be impressed, shocked about that. Obia be surprised. Say wuntumi ye peja any case ye say upon all this wuntumi I isolated and I say wadi bim eno de nkofo ebeti shock na MPP for be kasa okuro papa na wuntumi omujeli no dia eno dia shock no ebeda ne shockest Never sure King Crawford cratching. Now, MPP for so back Cassa Kuruma Papa, and back can be and you can come and so adding Simbi Abamontin so after Galamsey issues on OKFM. Ɔne Kwame Nkrumah kɛseɛ ɛna twetwe nsa nkɔmmɔ no yɛntie nsɛm a ɔno nso ɛde to odwe na yɛkɔba a yɛde ato na aka biara atoa so ɛwɔ yɛn platform wei ɛsoɔ Nyankopɔn ka ho na ɛyɛ subscribe to your channel no for the test update yɛntie sɛ ne bi akɔbɛbɛtoa so
na na menya adwuma yi na mensa
na kɔyɛ bra yɛtwɛn
okay 101.7 so owura Andy Kankam ɛyɛ editor ma informer de obokrata no agadi bi mo ache
One major so na pom design.
bɔkɔ na wo so
Obo ade de asɛ onam ye aseda ɛna ye de be ma no aka ne aka.
ami ebe yi why
Ayo be ye ya so wo ko na wo de me show bag ma like luggage asema kwa kodu.
na aburokyire yenye do
Na mama so me go experience here. Mama go experience na membre.
aburokyire matebra ayi sa MP a ne ho akɔbɔ galanse nsɛm ya yɛde di ho nkɔmmɔ mi sɛ video so ne wa hu bi na de etwa koyi ɛto sɛn
Kwame da se ni bi me che kitio abo no nu amo abaso. Kwame se mra ejuma o Ghana. He should be arrested immediately. Semra ejuma o Ghana. He should be arrested. If indeed we have the rule of law and not the rule of men. Where some people cannot be fried. He should be arrested. He should just be kept behind bars for questioning. He should be arrested. That lawlessness should not be countenanced. That he's an MP. He's better than the rest of us. He's better than the commander, the police commander. He's better. He's more knowledgeable. What does he know? Kwame, because he has to saw Moso and now we are MP and now we are MP and now we are way and now we are way. That people are engaged in lawlessness and illegality, and you, the MP, it is alleged that who mamu support akwako free microphone now, and the law enforcement agencies arrest them in connection with an illegality being perpetuated against us and generations unborn, that we are all worried. You claim to be an MP and so what? For me, I'm not surprised, because today the OSP is on the heels of members of the Council of State who have sponsored themselves into that advisory body, respected advisory body, and allegations are that they are engaged in illegal mining. The OSP is on people's heels. So Kwame Yakoya na buy. The account here and no pay report at the buyer near videos the attack on the police station, that installation, right? I don't need what the president wants to receive or to see to be able to declare state of emergency in Galamsey affected areas. So I get a state of emergency. So anka nyamia mamu na muku kenebua ni team nanka yerende Kwame. So we are waiting for national security report. With all that we are, with the reality on the ground every day, Kwame, we report here, a year we crop for the back and no pay. We report here, my vivid account of what transpired. Yahoo videos, an attack, mob attack, Irish youth.
Maybe a minister MP no will draw on the powers from somewhere and also your superior powers view.
Master, or draw powers for him.
I mean, can I say?
No, let me tell you. You see, this is the time. Leadership must work. In some jurisdictions, for me, unfortunately, crime, is a no-go area for the police. The police cannot even go say, move your way into your kwakotimo. No, it's a no-go area. Is that what we want to send Ghana to? Is that what we want to send Ghana to? That when people are engaged in illegality, And the law enforcement agencies are moving swiftly to restore calm, protect life and property. Master. And then an MP thinking that it's the best thing that has happened. An MP thinking that it's the best thing that has happened to this country. Come on. If laws are working, if our laws are working, if we are not selective in the way we apply the law, and indeed we have the rule of law, this man should be arrested. He should be arrested. Simplicity. So why? This gentleman who is in charge of the 9 months, they are trying operation for. And so they've come across Incophobia illegal mining for the reports that we are getting. We are going to restore sanity, arrest them, and make sure that they face the full rigors of the law. Omudi Incophona police station. More back over, so man religion and blah blah blah. Meaning the suspects were picked.
Annie, they were picked.
So you see, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, what are we telling Ghana into? Was it on the orders of this MP?
Mm-hmm.
Who thinks that is the best thing that has happened to all of us?
Mm-hmm.
Who thinks that he is more knowledgeable and that some of us cannot go to the legislative assembly to represent our people?
Mm.
It's because of characters like that. Some of us will not be have the appetite to go there. Won't go. I'm not interested. But I'm just sad. Police commander no incorpore mo teto and omuye omu bibie. Di oman mu. Enye galamte intention ya. Ye na si oman mu. A very tragic incident happened to this country, where 8 gallant people lost their lives painfully. Dudwana at the peak of their everything, their life, their education, their career, everything. Yet, we are waiting for some report to come from somewhere. When the reality is all over, reports we are getting all over. Today, the EU has threatened, the EU representative here has threatened that he will not hesitate to recommend to the EU for our agri products to be banned because of the contamination. The chemicals, hazardous chemicals. Today, I mean, even unborn babies are at risk. And we need a report from where? From where? A report from where? Kwame, from where? And we think that we are giving enough leadership. Kwame, I don't think that as a country we are in to fight Galamsey.
Oh, we are sure.
Oh yes. Kwame, I don't.
Oh, but sounds
I don't believe that.
So many arrests have been made. You put to Nipan be before the courts. No near the idea. Until you ready, Kwakusi. And that's when you answer you.
Kwame, sir, I was allowed to go Miami Brapeni, Obibo and Kasaye. Every star report of Dreamwa in Cropodia Diamagana. And as you can, I am not saying, sir, Obiapaku Yetka. I have no such power. That determination can only be made at a court of competent jurisdiction. So, Mudinipano, a court. I mean, surely you have your day in court. Now, Mudi, Niemakum, now prosecution, the more evidence back. Also, defense, what can we get? Now, judge, you know, or man verdict, and now ruling, now say, what the dream we are. That one, yes. But, for me, sometimes, when you hear the quantum of money being mentioned, say, and no, and allegedly, a fund for in someone, master. I mean, you'll be tempted to give up on Ghana. Oh. You'll be tempted to give up on Ghana because, I mean, you conclude say, that people are given the opportunity to serve, the privilege, not that you are better off than all of us. Yet nipa over getting to 30 million. Yet to mean costing your minister. Yet to mean costing your parliament, your MP. Mona, you are representatives. Munko and representatives. And our welfare, our security, our safety, our well-being should be your priority. Yet, in this country, and the part of when you give the opportunity to people to go and serve, the privilege for them to go and serve, they think that it is a chance to be what Biama would say. They should go and loot. They should go and lord it over us. To hell with you, when they don't even know anything. Kwame, you see, Kwame, when you get reports coming from these Galamsey affected areas, yet we don't have that political will to declare a targeted state of emergency in Galamsey affected areas to the extent that some of you say Colonel Boat, many teams police commander Nina Chifoy, and Yam Mamua, and Kadebesi. No, Kwame, what will happen? What would have happened? But these are the issues we are talking about. Oh. This Galamsey fight, we need to approach it with all seriousness to the extent that today people have no conscience. They have mortgaged their conscience and everything. As for patriotism, relegated to the background. We have mortgaged our conscience to money. People can sponsor themselves to higher offices just to perpetuate crime and sin against us, Ghana. Why? That today, it's unheard of, very despicable, unconscionable. Today the OSP is on the heels of members of the Council of State, people who are supposed to advise the president, the highest advisory body, a creation of the Constitution. They are being pursued by the OSP in connection with Galamsey. So people sponsor themselves to those high positions just to perpetrate crime on us. And we look on, we won't talk about it. And because for me, on my mono, the BIA politics, crime, partisan politics, who yesika, who yadia now it's a yekawe nimukra, now the hook of butter MPP and the assembly sign. I say, are we building the better Ghana that was bequeathed to us? The Ghana that was bequeathed to us by our forebears, is that what we are doing to this country? Who cannot clear? Who cannot clear? I see these two major political parties. Omuchi is over cannot clear. Omuchi, but Kwame, I've said it over and over. I don't care who told this God. I'll speak the truth. This so far as my name said, my conscience no, Emma me coin, as I me can, Yasi Eba Yambedishu. Nyama Omu Krofum, Elfum, Galamsey Yamufum, Elfum, Pikanti. The welfare of the citizens, your fellow human being, you don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Because who they call it? A Daya who teaches who are the best you? The best you. For me, it's so sad that we continue to do this. When people get themselves to positions, they use that office now move pass out to the sense that omu power, they go to watch for us, they come to watch for us. Ebi na bi mu botre, ebi mu kabenku na bi tie wo ma mu kwa so omu de be pokeje ti akwa koton. Right? These are the people that are in positions today and they think that to hell with us. I think that leadership, we need solid leadership. Ghana, Brian brain your leadership. It's a leadership problem. And as a country, we are in leadership crisis because we don't speak the truth. Why? Why should the MP say the report coming? Why should he do that? Have this moral courage, the temerity to do that? Kwame, why? Because he's a member of parliament, and so what? And so what? It's the best thing that has happened. The constituency, there are people who are not better than him. So, people are engaged in illegality because they are party people. You think that they should be allowed to continue perpetuating that crime on the state, the people, the community, our water bodies. Because of what? Because of votes. You see, the obsession for votes undermines good democracy. The obsession for votes undermines this what? Democracy, good democracy, and good governance. Can we say this is good governance? That if the laws were working, this man should not be arrested by now on the allegations. Say, why aiding Crawford and blah 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 to free a suspect from a lawful custody. Yes, sorry, the police for Nenye Juma, the police for Nenye Juma, and the police for Nenye Juma. Kwame, is it a Ghana that we want to bequeath to our generation? Yen Trimana Mobano, say ya can before every guy, I mean, what do we want to bequeath to them? We destroy the forest, we destroy the environment, the water body. Today, Ghana water needs money. Ghana water needs money. Begging. They are cap in hand. They are going with cap in hand, begging corporate Ghana to help them. Over 300 million Ghana cedis to be able to fix their processing plant, water processing plant. Today, Ghana water is begging. So, and we think that we are not inching to that danger for us to take a decisive action to curb this menace once and for all. Are we not aware of all the research coming? So what are we talking about? These are verifiable and veritable research coming from bodies, from institutions that should give us some what? I mean, some sense of whether this agency said, no, something must be done. Yet, we are not seeing anything. And then, when the 9 months is doing something good there, some people are undermining their efforts. Okay. Some people are derailing the efforts. And we cannot declare.
Mame na was why? Minya.
Mame. Yamin ka on
ka also. Andy can come editor.
Yes, so that is it. Enti Ghana die abusia ensem die Ghana ensem die etise Bahama de bia ensem foforo. Ba me bisa me ho se Ghana te se mi susu se galamsey fight no. Eye kakra because Akufo-Addo pension na enye kura o. Akufo-Addo pension ye na yenim. What is bibia si wo hanom kra na wa report no. No masia afa ho tan. Sade na akokan galamsey asem. Ade na akoye say, ade na akoye that. You get me? But yenya ban bia ono de he is very serious about fighting galamsey. Okan galamsey asem a he is very serious and he is proactive to galamsey fighting. What I say menace no nenia brepa o ye den obe fighting. And this is the difference between NDC aban and MPP aban in fighting galamsey. Kira wadwo comment section. Bidiana meka makraw. Bye bye.